Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome in for another patch for PGA Tour 2K25. We have patch notes for the update that was released this morning across all consoles, platforms, and I'm going to go through the patch notes that were given for it. So, we're going to start it off with address reported concerns related to freezes in my career. I wasn't running into any issues in the my career freezing, but obviously, some people were, and I guess it's fixed. So you guys are going to have to let me know. I'm not playing too much my career now, so you'll have to let me know if that's the case. And this has also been updated. It says that they added new clubs to the game: Cobra, Callaway, Bridgestone, and Western clubs. The driver, hybrid ironwood, Callaway driver, hybrid ironwood, Bridgestone driver, and the Western driver. That is not the case. That is going to be in the game when the store resets tomorrow. So if you're going into the store and looking for these clubs, maybe you saw like a Reddit post or somebody else talking about it, or it was posted somewhere else, and you're like, where the hell are these clubs? They're not in the game yet. They're going to be in the store tomorrow. So just want to get that out of the way because that's already been updated. And then there's also various concerns addressed. Reported a concern related to event results, total points, merit season points. This has been resolved. I am very interested in this because this is the merit in the season points. Anybody who's played ranked tours knows that the merits that you get didn't really make sense. So like I could get 100th place and get plus 10 merits, and then I could get 70th place and get minus 30 merits, and then I could get 400th place and get plus 30 merits. Like, it had no rhyme or reason to the system. So I'm going to be playing some 2K ranked tours today on stream so that tomorrow I can see if the merits and season points at least makes more sense now, because where it sat before, it made absolutely no sense. Then there was a swing bias exploit addressed. Bias no longer changes after pressing certain buttons. So this is something that I actually tested, and there was a couple people that provided me feedback to give to 2K that I passed along. You could actually do certain button presses where you could get your bias from here to straight up and down. Now, as soon as you moved your stick anywhere, it would reset it. But if you were hitting a straight shot into not a lot of wind, you could actually do a couple of button presses and get your bias to straight up and down. And it actually worked. You could just swing straight up and down and it would be completely fine. That has been fixed, so that is good. TPC Scottsdale saw a hole-in-one moving through the hole. So I saw a couple of funny clips for this one where you would make a hole-in-one at TPC Scottsdale and the ball would go through the hole and OB. So that has been fixed, and that's good, because I did see a couple of really funny clips for it. That it was like a perfect hole in one, like they dunked it, just went straight through the hole, and said that they were OB, which was really funny. So I have a couple of things for the course designer. So course designer, object limit issue resolved when using spline generated items. I guess when you were creating a course and using spline generated items, it would actually take up more of your object limit than it was supposed to. So that has been fixed. And then Canuck actually pointed out that he said, I'll put his tweet here on the screen, but it said the new PGA Tour 2K25 patch seems to have fixed the running water issue where the water spline wasn't properly adhering to the ground. This was laid down with zero pre-sculpting, still needs to be sculpted a bit, but a huge improvement. Lake and pond splines still broken though, and he put a picture of splining out water. I guess it wasn't like attaching to the ground, like it was maybe floating. I don't know. But he attached a picture to it as well, showing that like creeks are now finally adhering to the ground when you're splining out water. So that has also been fixed. There are a couple of problems with courses, too, right now. TPC San Antonio is missing all of its bunkers. Have no idea what happened there. They are aware, though, and I'm guessing we're going to see a push out for fixing those problems. There was that course. A couple other courses were also missing some bunkers. I don't know if they maybe updated like a sand type or something, and it just like deleted them all. I have no idea, but they are missing bunkers. If you play TPC San Antonio, it might be fixed by the time you see this video, but if you're playing TPC San Antonio, you might not see any bunkers. Reported a concern when viewing clubs in Superstore is resolved. I have no idea what that is. I didn't have any problem whenever I was viewing clubs. I don't know if maybe some platforms had crashes or maybe it would show the wrong club. I don't know what that is. If you guys know what that is, you're going to have to let me know, and let me know if it's resolved as well. And then this is the big one. So the big one saved for last. Settings resetting between multiplayer rounds resolved. So there was a problem where TGC Tours couldn't start because between rounds 2 and 3, if you're playing in a group, all of the conditions would stay the same. If you were just like hitting continue, not backing out and going into the next round, if you were just continuing from round 2, all of the conditions were staying the same, all the pins were staying the same, everything was staying the same between rounds, which made it so that the TGC Tours couldn't start because of that. We actually tested this. So I tested this today. We got a group of 3 people. We went through rounds 1 to 2. Those worked fine. Conditions changed. The pins were different. Rounds 2 to 3, pins were different. Conditions were different as well. So it seems that that bug has been fixed, which means that TGC Tours is more than likely going to start this weekend. Maybe even sooner. We'll see what Doily does. But I'm sure there's going to be more testing, more people like seeing if it is fixed actually. But when we tested it, it did work. Now, there was a caveat to that. 2 out of the 3 people would crash in between every round, but 1 person made it through and their conditions were different. Their pins were different. So I am thinking that it has been fixed. If we get more people testing it, more data in, people playing with groups just to see if it is fixed, then TGC Tours is more than likely going to start up this weekend. So if you're wanting to play the TGC Tours, I put a video out explaining the TGC Tours. I'll put that into the description. It'll also be up here in the corner. If you're interested in playing the TGC Tours, now is the time to sign up and get ready, because it seems that the issues that we had have been fixed, which is really exciting. The community really needs the TGC Tours to start up. People are getting, Another little bug that I actually ran into when we were playing our rounds, testing out the settings between rounds, is I was playing around on Legend before I started. And when you have open settings, like usually you can change those mid-round, but I actually wasn't even able to. So the first round that I played, I'm supposed to have Scout Cam, but I didn't even have Scout Cam because it took my settings, because it's set to open, so it took my settings and my settings were off and I couldn't change them mid-round. So that's something also too. If you guys are looking to play in the TGC Tour stuff, make sure that your settings are correct before you hop into rounds, because once you're in there, you can't change them at all. Even if you back out and change your settings, it saves them when you bring them back in. So just a little extra little piece that I ran into. I didn't have Scout Cam on when I went and played the tournament. I didn't have Scout Cam for a whole round. But that is it. That is the patch notes that I have for the patch that hit all platforms this morning. If you find anything else, make sure to let me know down in the comments. I can always test things too. I'll be streaming today. If you want to pop in and just see how the patch is going, I will be streaming today. You can catch me on twitch.tv/RespawnTV or over on my main channel for YouTube, more Respawn. Other than that, though, I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you on the next one.